Hi guys. Oh, why am I so weird? With the state of our world right now, it's just really not depressing. No, it's a little bit depressing. I hope that you guys are all doing okay and staying safe. I think it's really important to make sure that we are still taking care of our minds and our happiness. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about today. Let's just jump into it, okay? This is going to be 7 simple ways to live a happy, healthier life. Let's get it. Number 1, I believe that everything that you feel and project outwards starts with what is in your mind. If your mind isn't okay, you're gonna have a very hard time processing things well and getting into a happy mindset. So one way that I really like to keep my mind clear is by journaling. My friends know I'm obsessed with journaling. Just writing down, like, it sounds so cheesy, like write down how you feel, but like you see it differently when you see your thought process written down on paper instead of having it just in your head. It's a great release and it can be as long or as short as you want. Number 2 is really simple, but it is very effective. I think that a lot of times we are stressed out about things that aren't even happening right now. We're stressed out about the future. We're stressed out about things that have already happened. But when you're present, a lot of times there's nothing for you to be stressing out about. So what I mean by being present is if you are around your family or your friends, then put your phone away, put your distractions away, and sit there and talk to them and be there with them. Listen to them, watch them, and observe and be with them. You know what I'm saying? If you're studying, study. Like, have your mind be in your studies. Don't be on your phone, kind of. Don't have other things going on. Just have your music, your studies, and give that 100% of your attention. I just think that there's something to be said for like sitting and not doing anything else. And that can be kind of scary because a lot of people don't like to sit and not do anything because then you start to think. But the longer you do it and the more you do it, the more comfortable it's gonna feel. So this is just a way to practice mindfulness and to live your life in an intentional way. And there are 2 mantras that I really love because I feel like they help me stay in that mind space. Number 1 is be where your feet are. When you're where your feet are, you're not stressing about anything outside of where you physically are in that moment. The second mantra that I really like is all that exists is what's in front of me. Again, it's kind of the same concept. Don't be stressed about what you're not having to handle right then at that moment. Number 3 is enjoy the little things. I'm serious, okay? I know that this is like under everybody's Instagram post and in every Pinterest quote, but like take that and then apply it to your life. Like, what little things happen every day that you could be finding joy in? For me, it's taking a really hot shower and then drinking some warm tea afterwards, turning in a homework assignment that I've been working days on, looking at the sky because it's different every day. Like, I don't know if you guys think about that. What else? I love when strangers compliment me. I think that's just the most pure thing. I love falling asleep under warm blankets, doing my skincare routine. I feel like it really calms me down. Hearing my family in the room next to me because it means that they're close. Find happiness in these little things because they're in your control and not so much in your circumstance. Because when your happiness is more based on your circumstance, it's gonna be a lot harder to be happy because we can't control what happens to us. Number 4 kind of goes with the last one, and that is to practice gratefulness. This is so underestimated. When you do that on a consistent basis, you're training your brain to look for the good in your life and in situations. The more that I practice that every day, then the more likely I'm in a situation to quickly think, wow, you know what, I can still be grateful for this in this situation. It happens automatically. We take our lives for granted so often, but the truth is that there are people on this earth who would give anything to have even your bad days. Be grateful for the things in your life that come naturally. One big area that I feel like I need to practice this in is school. I complain about school a lot, but when I remind myself that I am grateful for my education because there are people who would give anything to have an education, it makes me a lot more appreciative for it, and I'm more likely to sit down and actually do homework. Number 5 is a big one, and that is love everyone around you. Just love on people. When you do that, you really do receive that love back. Whatever you're putting out there is what you're going to receive. Think about what you can do for the people around you. You have been blessed with a family and friends that support you and that you can talk to. and that's a big deal. Don't take them for granted. When you focus on appreciating them and checking in on them consistently, your problems seem a little bit less pressing because you're more focused on the fact that, you know, other people have problems too. Because we're really all in this together, you know? We're all going through it, especially right now. I've never seen a situation where the world is more like united and divided all at the same time. Number 6 is love where you are at in life, even if it could be better. Imagine yourself 10 years down the road and think about what you're going to miss from this season in your life, because I know that you can find something, even if it's a bad season. I'm sure that there are things that you are going to miss when it is over. Like you might think, oh, I miss seeing my friends all the time, or I miss going to school, or going on dates, or living with your family. These are things that we aren't going to be doing forever. You know, we're going to look back on this time with love. And so I feel like we should feel that love now instead of saving it for later when the time is already passed. Another thing I want to say about this is love your body exactly where it's at right now, because in 10 years, you're going to look back at your body now and you're going to be like, I was so cute. Oh my word, why was I so self-conscious all the time? And why was I so upset at how I looked? I wish I looked like that now. And then the next 10 years, you're going to do the same thing. So just love your body where you're at, no matter how you feel about it. Know that you are going to miss it in 10 years, especially after you have kids. Bro, it's game over. I don't know. Your body is perfectly lovely, so enjoy it. Number 7. Wow, we're already on the last one. Wow, that went really fast. And this is my favorite one. I feel like it's really changed my life in the past year. It's the quote, all you have is all you need. Think about that for a minute. Name one thing in your life that you need that you cannot function without at this very moment. Chances are it's a very small thing, like shampoo. And technically, you could function without it. Like, it wouldn't be the most desired thing, but you could function without it. There's nothing that we need that we don't already have, and yet we are so eager to buy more, eat more, want more. And like, for what, when we have so many of these things? If we allow ourselves to just keep wanting more and more for the rest of our lives, then that is the fastest way to not be happy. It's almost like we can never be satisfied with what we have. And I love this verse. I don't have it memorized, but it says, look at the birds of the air, for they neither sow nor reap nor gather in barns, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? Are you not of more value than they? God really does provide everything that we need. So when you look at your life, you have no reason to want and no reason to be unhappy with what you have, or to look at other people and say, I wish I had what they had, because you have exactly what you need. Anyways, I pray that you guys are staying strong and healthy during this time. I know that it's rough. We are all in this together. Like, comment, do your thing, and let me know if you guys have anything that you think should have been on the list that I did not add, because these are just the things that are most important to me. But please comment. I am looking for suggestions because your girl is having a hard time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye!
Who's the video? Who's watching this?
The YouTube.